Hello designers, welcome to another tutorial. So in this tutorial we'll be learning this curved bustier. That's what we're going to be learning in this tutorial. So if you're interested in learning how to make this curved bustier, please continue to watch this tutorial. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please click on the subscribe button to subscribe and also click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new tutorial. So this is my basic bodice pattern. So the tutorial is already on this channel already, so we're going to be using this pattern to derive our curved bustier. So the first thing you're going to do on your pattern is to do your on the bust tightening. So I'm going to link two videos in the comment section and also in the description box. So these two videos is going to one is going to be on the basic bodies, and the second one is going to be on how to do contouring. You need those tutorials if you do not know how to do your bust tightening. So I've calculated mine already, and that's why I'm putting it there. So if you don't know how to do yours, just check out that video, how to do contouring, and that video is going to really help you. So after I've done my bust contouring now, I'm going to mark the midpoint between my neck point and the shoulder point and connect it to the bust point this way. So after that, the next thing you're supposed to do is to mark out your yoke. So you're going to determine the length of going above your chest line. So I did 1.5 here, but you can decide to just make it like 1. Between 1 to 1.5 is totally okay. So most times I just do between 1 and 1.5 depending on how low I want it. So I just go down 1 inch here. So I mark 1.5 before, then I mark 1 inch now. So I mark ½ inch below the chest line, then I'll connect it to the 1 inch that I marked above the chest line. Then you're going to use your curve ruler to connect this to your armhole like this, okay, to the other side this way. So this is one of the things you're going to do. So we're supposed to do the overbust tightening right now, but I just mark out the yoke, okay. So if you are making a bustier with yoke, the upper part that we mark out is going to be the yoke. So I'm marking 1 inch from this side, okay. You're going to see why we mark that, and then I mark ½ inch here. Do you understand? So that ½ inch you're going to use to rule a straight line to the bust point line like this. Can you see? So then place your curve ruler. Just look at how I place my curve ruler. You need your curve ruler to do this. It's very important. See how I place my ruler? So that's how you're going to mark your first side of your curved bustier. So the other side where we go in by 1 inch, you're going to just place your ruler that way and mark it. Can you see? So we've marked out A and B. So we are doing on the overbust tightening, but we've not done that now. We're still going to be doing that once I'm done with the back. So I just want you to study this pattern, how it's looking like right now. You cannot make your corset this way without the overbust tightening. So we're going to be doing that as we move on in this tutorial. So at the back here, just do 0.25 tightening at the top of your pattern. At the back there, I'll just mark 0.25 on both sides, then connect it to the previous that I have on my pattern. Do you understand? On my pattern, one I have on my pattern already. So if you are making your bustier with loops, you might not need to add your zipper allowance. I'm going to be adding zipper allowance today because I'm making it with zipper. But if you're not making with zipper, that means you're going to be using loops. You can mark out the gap at the center back. You can check my previous tutorial on the conical corset or any of the corsets. We're still going to be having more tutorials on corsets on this channel, so because there are a lot of varieties and a lot of things that is going to add to it. So I just added my 1 inch for zipper allowance at the center back there. So after that, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to label that part here. So after that, the next thing I'll do is to cut out my pattern. So I'll cut out the back first, then we'll now go back to the front to open the waist dart, close the bust dart, then we're going to do the overbust tightening. Do you understand? So let's cut out the back pattern first. So after we've cut it out, we're still going to do some little things to it. After cutting it out, you're going to see it as the tutorial proceeds. So I'm labeling my pattern, writing out my details. Okay, so I'll open the waist dart here, then I'm closing the bust dart. So we're going to close the bust dart now. So can you see how I'm closing it? Just take it over and you close it that way. So I'll use my masking tape to tape it down like this. So after you tape it down like this, you're supposed to do a little bit of reblending here, which we're going to do. So you're going to see the reblending that I'll be doing now. And so once you close your bust dart, there's going to be a little shift on your cup area, the B cup, okay, the B cup. There's going to be a little shift there, so just use your curve roller to just reshape it. And also on the other side here, which I will be showing us, is still going to reblend it. So now I'm doing my bubble tightening. So I did 0.75 on both sides. Can you see where I did the bubble tightening, where we mark out the yoke? Where your yoke stops is where you're going to mark out your yoke using the line that we ruled earlier. So 0.75 on both sides works for most sizes. And if you're working with plus size, you can do 1 inch on both sides. Do you understand? 1 inch on both sides for plus size. So after that, we're just going to go ahead to cut out our pattern. So before I finish cutting this side, I'm going to try to reblend this, because if you try to close this together, one side is going to be shorter, the A side is going to be shorter to the B side. So try to raise it up a little bit so that they're going to match when you're sewing them. So I'll just go ahead to cut out my pattern this way. Can you see? So I'll cut it out on this side, and here is our curved bustier that we made here. So I will be blending this other side like I mentioned earlier. So just reblend the side anywhere that is not like matching, just reblend them, then cut your pattern. So here's my pattern set, and I'm labeling, writing all the details on my pattern. So the one that I need to cut 2 pieces and the one that I need to cut just unfold, like the center front is going to be cut unfold. So right now I'll put together the back together. So I'm taping it. Okay, can you see I taped it? So that means I won't have any joining at the back. I'm going to be cutting just 2 pieces for the center back. Instead of cutting center back and center front separately, I taped it together. So that way I will just cut 2 pieces just for the back, no sewing. So at the front too, I'm going to do the same thing. So bring it together this way and tape it down. So that means there's not going to be any joining at that point. Do you understand? So I'm just going to cut the front unfold instead of cutting the one that is 2 pieces on all like that. So this is just a personal preference. If you do not want to tape it together, you can easily just leave it like that. So I'm taping another pattern paper to the back here. I will do the same thing for the front. I want to have a kind of a back waistline. If you check the one that I showed at the beginning of this class, it has like a little backs here. So I added 2 inches to the length, then connect it this way. So at the back, so if you want to do it that way, you can do it that way too, but I just showed us how to do it at the back. I did not use it, so I just showed us, but I will still cut it. So if you want your front and back to be like the back waistline, you can have it that way, but I just cut it off. I just want mine to be this way. I'll go ahead to cut out my pattern on fabric. So can you see I've cut this out on fabric, and this is the front. So that means I have one single like the cutting out the front is just one. So I'm going to notch that part. Okay, just clip it a little so that when you want to join your cup to that point, it's going to be at the center where it should be. The back too is on single for like just in one piece without joining there. So this is my cups there. I've ironed breast pad on it. Okay, I ironed breast pad on it. I just used my pattern to cut out my breast pad, and I ironed it on the fabric. So I ironed yesterday on my fashion fabric just to support my fabric. So I'll go ahead to join together my cups. Okay, just join them together and I'll bring it back. Can you see I've joined together my cup, and here is my cups. Can you see I joined it, then I go ahead to iron it, open up the seam. So open up your front this way. This will watch how I'm going to be opening up like this. Can you see I open it up? There's no joining at all since we've taped it together already. So you're going to just join your cup. So make sure the way you join your cup together, it should align with that part that I told us to clip earlier, to notch earlier. So that's where I'm going to. So I'll just go ahead to just join this together. Make sure you're very slow. Don't be too fast when you're joining this side because of it's curvy. So I've joined it already here. Can you see? Look at how it's looking like right now. So just join it together. See how it's looking. So I'm going to bring my back, okay, the back pattern, and we're going to be joining it together at the side. So I'll take this to the sewing machine and join it together with the seam allowance that I have there. Then at the center back, I'm just going to fix zipper there. So here is where I've joined this back together at the side. Then I joined zipper at the center back. Okay, so don't mind the color of my zipper. I did not have black zipper at the time when I was sewing this. I just used one zipper just to be able to finish up the tutorial. So can you see I just joined zipper here. So and I have my lining. So the same way you joined your fashion fabric is the same way you're going to join your lining. The only difference for your lining is that your lining is not going to have zipper joining, so you're not going to sandwich the fashion fabric and the lining together right now. So just open up the center back. So I'm struggling a little bit with the zipper. Then I will just place this, so the right side of your fashion fabric facing the right side of your lining, so you can just pin them together, okay, and you go ahead to join them. Okay, just join them together and turn it to the right side, and you have your curved bustier. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now, and we're going to see the final result. So here's the final result. This is what my curved bustier look like. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you able to make yours? So just use, if ask a question in the comment section too, okay, I'd like to respond to your question. Let me know what you think of. So if you've not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe and also click on the notification bell so that I can get notified whenever I upload a new tutorial. So thank you, see you in the next tutorial.